WVTC Radio Detroit. You can find us on Facebook, YouTube, X, and our website, www.wvtcdetroit.com, or download our WVTC app from the Play Store for Android users and the App Store for iPhone users. Thank you for tuning to WVTC Radio Detroit and the Community Bell Show with your host, former Wayne County Commissioner, Edna Bell. Stay tuned for insightful information Detroiters will find valuable. Text a friend and tell them to watch with you for news you can use. And now, your host, Edna Bell.
Hello. It is Monday at 4:00, so it must be the Community Bell Show. Welcome. We're so glad to have you with us this afternoon. And guess who I have? Guess who I have? I'm special because I got the owner. I got Sandy. I got Madam Sandy Rose with me today. I'm loving it. Thank you so much, Miss Sandy.
Yes.
This is a wonderful thing.
It's an honor for me.
I'm just so happy to have you.
Because you had your special day today.
I did, everybody. For those of you who haven't heard me say it before, I'm going to say it again. I have been selected as the Urban League of Detroit and Southeastern Michigan's Distinguished Warrior for 2026. 2026
Yeah.
Distinguished Warrior for the Urban League. I am just so thrilled. And again, I'm still surprised. It still
Yeah.
amazes me. But I am so grateful and thankful for being selected as the 2026 Urban League Distinguished Warrior. Today, we had the honor of having Mr. Brandon Hudson from Channel 2 come in and interview me for the Distinguished Warrior event that will take place on the 19th of March. The 19th of March, everybody. Mark your calendars, get your tickets. The 19th of March is when the Urban League Distinguished Warriors Dinner will be held at the Renaissance Center in the Marriott Hotel. You've got to be there. It's going to be a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful event. And again, I am so honored to have been selected. And I'm still surprised. I couldn't understand it when I was initially told. It was one of those unfortunate weeks when I was down with some kind of bug. And my daughter said, Mom, they're trying to reach you. I said, why are they trying to reach me? She said, did you read your email? I said, no, I haven't looked at the email. I have not been feeling well, so I haven't looked at a phone or anything. She said, well, read your email, but they've been calling me. I'm trying to get you. I said, oh, really? And she said, yes, you have been selected as a 2026 Urban League Distinguished Warrior.
How nice is that?
And it was just such a surprise. And, the first thing you do, you think, what did she just say? Did she really tell me
and
that?
That's really big.
Yes.
Yeah,
It's really big because
Yeah.
I've been to the Distinguished Warrior Dinner in the past, and it's a big deal.
Yeah, it's a big deal.
It's a really big deal. So I just.
But you have to think about it too. You're a big deal. Yeah, you are. and I know we don't like to see ourselves like that because you just do what you do. But I was looking through your yearbook and you had more clubs and activities than anybody else. So you've been busy all your life.
I guess so. And you never even think about it when you're doing it.
You just do it.
You're just doing it. You just doing it. And she was mentioning your book. This is one of the things I
Yeah.
shared with Channel 2. Viking, your book, January 1962. January 1962. That was 60 years ago, folks. Woo. That was a little while.
Yeah,
That was a little
But
while.
you know what? You still here.
I am
To
still
tell the
here.
story.
I'm telling you, I'm still here. Thank you, Jesus.
To tell the
for
story.
your grace.
You know you're here.
I'm
You drove
here.
your own self here.
Brought me here. Brought me
You
here.
put your own clothes on.
All that. That's a bird.
Mhm.
I dressed myself and I knew who I was when I got up this morning.
See,
I'm blessed. But let me show you. You can't see this very good, but I'm just going to show you a little bit. This is Edna Bell. But it was at the Talbot then. January 1962.
yeah.
President of Northern High School graduating class. Yay, Northern.
Yeah.
Yay.
Where's the picture so I can tell them everything that you
Oh,
actually were, all the clubs
I
that you were
remember
in. Let me see. Because I went through this page by page. And I said, what in the world? She was the student council president, the SSC president.
intramural sports is what that is.
Okay. The National Honor Society vice president. She was the cheer team captain. As if she didn't have enough to do, she was the 12B president and she was the 12A president. She was on the girls' basketball team. She was on the hockey team. She was in Esquiette. She was in the ensemble, the Arthur Carty dancers, and the Mary Grove College teachers. So, come on. You were busy.
And interesting that when you're doing it, you don't
get it.
you just doing
No.
it. You're not
No.
thinking about it. You're not thinking about it. And this story that I didn't tell my parents this till I was real old. prom, and in those days, the prom was the night before graduation.
Oh yeah.
And so the young man that I went to the prom with had just gotten his license recently. Now I didn't know that, but because I'd been driving for a while. And of course, it's in January. It's in Detroit.
Oh Lord.
His parents had just bought this new Cadillac, and we're driving down Woodward Avenue, 35 miles an hour. Didn't go over 35
Because he was scared.
because he was scared he was a new driver. Um,
He was white knuckling.
yes, Lord. And we get to the prom, and the prom of those was at the Veterans Memorial Building. And if you don't know where that is, it's right in front of Huntington Place.
Downtown.
It's used, and it became the Ford Motor Company, Ford Detroit headquarters, Ford UAW location, trading center in downtown Detroit, right on the river. And so we go to the prom, and the prom is great. We have fun. So we leave the prom, come outside midnight, 11:30, probably 11:30. It's slippery. Had been snowing, ice. We come out. He turns the corner, slams, puts on brakes. Car swerves, and I am sure we're going over the banister because it's right there as you come up off the lodge. I'm sure we're going over this thing, and I'm gone. Fortunately, the bumper got hung up on the railing, so the car didn't go over the banister. So everybody, we were going to eat at the Chinese restaurant everybody went to in those days. What was the name of the Chinese restaurant? Oh my goodness, I can't think of it. Stanley's. Yeah, we were going to Stanley's where everybody went to eat after proms. I said, no, I'm going home.
No, I'm going to the crib. Take me on in.
Take me home. Well, he can't take me because he got to stay with the car till his father gets there. And one of his buddies that says, he said, we'll take her. Thank you very much. Take me home. Because I just thought so.
Did you ever see him again?
Nope. Saw him at graduation the next morning. That was it.
Would you say that was it?
I haven't seen him. He was his nicest guy. But haven't seen him in 60 years and all that
Would
time.
you say bye, boo?
Ooh, but yeah. And so, no, I haven't seen, but it scared me to death. But and of course, I had to give the commencement speaker the next speech the next morning. And I'm in there in the room. Oh Lord, am I gonna be able to do this? I'm still nervous from last night. My teacher, he was a great teacher. Where is his? He's in here someplace.
Mr. Teacher.
Mr. Teacher. No, I'm gonna find him, everybody, because he was Simpkins. Mr. Simpkins, English teacher. He was a great teacher. He was really good. Mr. Simpkins was the class advisor. And he had me in the room. He said, okay, calm down. You're gonna be all right. Let's go over the speech one more time. Let's calm down. I said, okay. So I went out and delivered that graduation speech. But boy, oh boy, that was
now, even delivering that speech, what do you think that prepared you for?
Probably this. Who knew? Probably this. Who knew back in January of 1962 that I would be sitting here in December or January, what is this, February of 2026 with a radio show.
Yeah, but I mean, you've been through the school board, you've been through Michigan Bell and rose through the ranks.
Yes.
All of that. And it shows right here you were ambitious.
And you know what? I didn't think I was ambitious. I was just doing stuff.
But look at that.
I know.
Look at the other kids. look at that bucket and look at your bucket. And you know where I also saw that at? In your daughter's resume. Same thing. It was crowded with activities and where she had been president and the vice, or you know what I mean, in leadership.
Yeah, and you never even think about it until probably now. We never do not think about it.
You were already destined,
and it never dawned on me. But what I did think about when I was looking at this, Royal Oak Township is where I grew up. Royal Oak Township was a little area in Oakland County, the southernmost area of Oakland County at 8 Mile, between 8 Mile and 8.5 mile.
Yeah.
And little projects had its own school district, George Washington Carver Elementary School, only school there, K-8. And we succeeded against all odds, because I don't think they ever expected us to succeed.
No.
Because when we graduated from 8th grade at George Washington Carver, we could have walked to the schools, high schools in Oakland County. And they wouldn't allow that because they didn't want
And-
these little black kids to be
And
there.
as I look through the book, I noticed that 90%, 95% of the students were black.
Yes. So they bused us to a predominantly black school in Detroit, on the north end of Detroit at Woodward and Claremont.
Yeah. And you were right by a school.
And we were right by a school we could have walked to. We could have walked to Mumford High School in those days. Mumford High School was Jewish and white.
Yeah.
We could have walked there. No. We're going to bust you, young people, that far away from your home to Northern High School and
But-
Woodward and Claremont. But what they meant for evil.
Yeah. Because
No.
I was just thinking about all of the famous people
Yes.
who have come out of Northern.
High School.
And that was a mistake putting all of you guys together.
That's right. They did
Because y'all was feeding off of each other.
And that's exactly what happened. We were feeding off of each other, and we succeeded.
Yeah.
And when you look at the young people who came out of George Washington Carver Elementary School,
Yeah.
middle school,
Yeah. Yeah.
the graduating classes at Northern High School, most of them were presidents from George Washington Carver Elementary School.
Really.
The presidents came from Royal Oak Township, from the township as they call it, 8 Mile in Wyoming. Most of the graduating presidents, class presidents, came from that location. My brother, who was January before me, 61, he was president of his class.
Wow.
John Duncan, president of his class. He became a police lieutenant and sergeant, commander.
Yeah. So I'm looking up the famous graduates. Besides you,
Mhm.
you got Aretha, Smokey Robinson,
Mhm.
along with the Four Tops,
Mhm.
Obie Benson, Lawrence Payton,
Mhm.
NBA players, Derek Coleman and Sam
Bill
Williams.
Button,
Yeah.
that just opera singers. What was
Tommy
it?
Flanagan,
Yes.
Ron Banks
Yeah.
of the Dramatics, Marshall Deal, Sam Williams, NBA player.
Yes.
It's a lot.
On and on and on and
Yeah.
on and on. So what they meant for bad,
Yeah,
they didn't know.
yeah,
They were
yeah.
building a dynasty and didn't know it.
They didn't know it
Didn't know it. We
because they had greatness all in the same room.
yes, you put greatness together, and boy, look at what you get.
Yeah,
You know, Bill. But I was talk about Mr. Was the math teacher who was he was a Tuskegee Airman.
and y'all didn't believe.
We didn't believe him because he would give us these problems that said, okay, if the plane left at this time and the train left at that time, and this one was going this fast and that was going that fast, what point would they cross? And we were looking at him like, what? we solved the problem with his help, of course, but he'd talk about flying in Germany and flying overseas, and we're
You
looking at him
said-
like, sure, okay, sure. Turns out, well, lo and behold, he truly was a Tuskegee Airman.
Who knew?
Who knew? Who knew? He really was a Tuskegee Airman. So you just never know.
You don't.
You just
don't.
never ever know.
And a lot of people don't. Just like even when people come up to you, they, you don't wear it around your neck who you are,
Mm,
and what you've done. You just are who you are.
you just do what you do.
So yeah.
It's so just interesting that the English teacher, Mr. Simpkins, went on to be the dean of School of Education at Wayne State University.
Wow.
I mean, you just never know.
You never know.
You never know. And that's one of the reasons I always tell people, treat everybody right.
Yeah.
It,
Yeah.
it matters not what you think they are. What they're a human being. They're people. Treat them the way you would want to be
Yeah.
treated. And you just never know what will pop up.
Yeah. And some of my best, well, I wouldn't say best friends, but some of the co-workers that I really appreciated was the cleaning staff.
I'm telling you.
I did. I talked to all.
I talked to everybody.
They were all,
Yes.
and they would give me the, don't go in stall number 3. We having issues, girl. Or all kinds of stuff. But they were always nice. So you don't know who is who. Treat everybody the same.
You don't. Just like when I worked at Bell, I had a lot of folks working for me, but we were all just us.
But you were a different. Yeah.
We were all just us. I'm gonna make sure everybody's taken care of.
We know when we saw you to do this.
but you make sure folks are taken care. You treat people right.
Yeah.
That's right. You treat people the way you want to be treated.
That's right. That's
what you do. And you never know what might happen. You might get a radio show.
But I mean, but even being, how far did you get in Michiganville?
I got
you were the district
and a half. You that level between district and a half and division. Yeah.
And how many blacks?
Not many.
No,
not
at
many.
all.
And some of them I hired. Bob Jones, who turned out to be the
I saw Bob Saturday.
I saw him Saturday. Bob. Or Mark Carter worked there. A whole slew of them. But
so
there
you
were not
did
many
your
of them.
part. So you brought somebody along with you.
Yes. And the interesting part about it, I talk about the black principal and assistant principal when I was in elementary school. Miss Long was the principal. Mr. Satterwhite was the assistant principal. I had an opportunity to hire his son. I couldn't even believe it. And I said, Satterwhite, how many people around here, his last name is Satterwhite? So I asked him. He said, yeah, that was my father. I said, got you. I got you.
So that's why you have to be nice to everybody because you don't know your child may need a favor.
There you go, girl. Now don't talk about children needing favors now.
Yeah.
Let me talk about this one. Boy, God just does stuff. So, grandson number 1 is at Florida A&M University. He's in his sophomore year, doing extremely well. He's ready to do an internship this coming summer. And so he wants to do something, of course, in finance. And so I'm at the Mayor Sheffield's inauguration, and I see a young lady that I knew before she is who she is. She's a wonderful young lady, always has been. Suzanne Chang, probably one of the richest black women in the country. And
we can already say she's the richest black woman in Detroit.
Yes, Michigan.
And Michigan. Let's go for Michigan.
And so I said, Suzanne, how are you? I said, Suzanne, my grandson's looking for an internship. And she said, girl, you should have sent me that information yesterday. I said, okay, we'll send it to you today. So get back. He's got an internship in New York.
It pays to know.
It pays to know. It pays to know, but it also pays to treat people right because I suspect that I'd not been somebody who had been okay with her.
I got you.
But she, and
you
made
see,
it happen.
she came over here.
He made it happen, but it's just a blessing. But again, God's put you in places when you need to be, and He puts people in your presence who need to be in your presence. And you may not always know when it's happening. That's why you got to treat everybody right.
No, because you didn't know the war that was going on at the grocery store.
No, I'm telling you, I just left my little church and I went over to do my little shopping on Sunday morning after 7:30 service. And who do I run in but Sandy Rose? Hadn't seen Sandy Rose in 30 years.
Well, I mean, beside here and there, like at the MG, at the Grand, because I saw you at the soundboard and stuff like that. But no, we hadn't talked.
Behold,
no.
So we talked about old times and just talked and said, wow, how about that? And come back around and say, here she is again. Hey, girl. Yeah. And that's when she said, I said, me, a radio show? I don't know how to do that.
Me and the Lord had a big discussion in Myers.
Oh, my, you and the Lord with that?
We had a big discussion. That's why I always tell people, there are folks discussing you that you have not a clue. You don't know. They're somewhere discussing you. And a lot of times it's how people can be good to you. and you
Well.
just don't know. And I was in the grocery store, we got the station, and I was like, well, we don't have anybody on the station. And then when I saw you, it was like bing, 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 bing. And I said, no, I'm not asking.
Somebody
Not
else
me.
said,
I'm not asking. I said, okay, Lord, if I see her again, I'll ask. I deliberately went to the other
other way.
side. I did Jonah.
Oh, you said,
I
you
did
doing
not
Jonah.
want to go to
I'm not
Nineveh.
doing that.
And next thing I know,
Here
you
I
pop
come.
back up.
Here
I said,
come.
okay, then that means I have to ask. And it's been a blessing to the
Oh
station
my
ever
gosh.
since.
It has been a blessing to me.
This is just, it's been fun.
That's the big part. It's
Yeah.
been fun.
Yeah.
It's been a blessing. And who, like I said, who knew?
Who knew?
Who knew? Like I said, I told you that. I don't know how to do that.
Oh, nothing about birthing no babies.
What you mean a radio show? What does it do? What?
Right.
Oh, I just,
And you've had, an opportunity to bring on some of, really Detroit's heavy hitters. And we've learned so much just sitting here watching the show. And we want to make sure that we get other people to watch the show too, because a couple of weeks ago you had on what was her name?
Carolyn Carter.
Carolyn Carter.
Dr. Carolyn Carter.
She talked about Africa Town. And so we put a clip out there of it. And it is just doing well.
Oh, wow.
Because it's that kind of information we give out every week.
Yeah, that's the beauty of this. That's what I enjoy about this.
Yeah.
We're always giving out information.
Yeah.
We're not just sitting here talking, folks. We're giving out information.
Yeah.
And it's good information that you need to know.
Yeah.
And you need to share with all of the people you know.
Yeah.
Because it's
Yeah.
stuff that sometimes
you called, from the very beginning, you called the census. You came in here talking about
the census is mine.
census.
And it's almost time for it to come again.
Yeah.
Y'all, census is coming.
Yeah.
Please fill out the form.
Yeah.
We'll talk about that some more.
And
but
you keep us on track with different things, like even with the elections and, helping us to find candidates. You don't tell us who to vote for, but you give us avenues to learn.
Yes.
And you'll bring people in and they just share so much information. You are a wealth of knowledge, just a wealth.
Well, I tell you, it's been a joy.
Yeah.
It has really been.
We
a
are
joy
blessed to have you.
because I love it. I think about okay, who am I going to have this week, or what am I going to talk about? What do people need to know? What's been going on?
You bring the sheriff, everybody in the city, Miss Madison.
Yes.
You brought Mac alive.
Yeah.
And you brought
Cody Rouge.
You brought them here. And we had some folks that did call in, and we were able to refer them over to Mac Alive. And then they called back and said, thank you so much. They helped me.
That's the blessing. That's the blessing when you can help people find their way. Get a little bit of help.
Yes.
Just a little bit of help. That's a blessing. And it's just such a joy to be able to do it. And when you say, wow, we'd help somebody. We're gonna find some ways to help some more people. Because it helps you stay.
Yeah.
It keeps me going.
Yeah.
It keeps me going. It keeps me able to
relevant. Because now you're looking up information that you would normally look up, but you're looking it up for your viewers.
Yes. Yeah. I really just try to figure out what if I were out there, what would I want to hear?
Yeah.
And some good stuff comes up.
Yeah.
Some good every now and then we'll have somebody on the little
Hester
controversy.
Wheeler.
Hester Wheeler, yeah, we'll have.
And he was like, "You just need to have me in your phone." Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, we have controversial people like the former mayor Kwame Kilpatrick, who's a minister now, and just a good guy.
Your
I may
brand
not
new
like him,
pastor.
but my pastor. Speaking of my pastor, Reverend Davis, we hit the 100-person mark. We got 101.
Yay!
Balloons and cake and punch, but we got that 100 people.
That was something. And for those who don't know, you guys had a drive.
Yes,
And the drive was to get 100
new souls.
new
Yep.
souls. New
And
souls.
we got 100, and it had the big celebration at church yesterday. Yes.
Wow.
Yes.
Because see, I think when he came in, you all were on like 90,
91, 96,
96 or something.
somewhere in there. Yeah.
I was like, they'll make it.
We made it. We made it. So he's a blessing to us. He has been a blessing to us. We are just really, really moving along. We really are.
Congratulations,
really
Pastor.
Yeah, Pastor's doing well. As a matter of fact, I'm on another committee at church now where we are looking to make better use of the space we have. We have a lot of space at our church that is underutilized.
Oh, okay.
And we're looking to make better use of that space. If that means you have a yoga class you'd like to teach, or you've got an exercise class, or you have a chai tea class, or any of that, we've got space for you. We've got space. And if you've got a small business that you need a little office space and don't want to pay an arm and a leg for it, and we've got security and maintenance and all that.
And it's right on Livernois.
And it's right on Livernois. And we got parking.
Yeah, because a little further down, it's a little,
tight.
It's a little tight.
Yeah, but all of that. So if that's what you're looking for, we're in the process of beginning to put together the utilization plan for our building, because we've got the main facility plus the Wilmar Johnson Chapel, plus we got all sorts of rooms downstairs and upstairs, and we got across the street we have another location we rent it out for birthday parties and other events and training. And so if you're looking for a spot that has parking, that has maintenance and security.
Yeah, tell the pastor, let's get a commercial going, and we'll put the commercial on this station, so we know that that there will be somebody that's listening that's civic minded. You know what I mean? And ready to take that leap. And because once you get into business like that, or you decide to run a class, you got to say, for the next 6 weeks, if it starts at 9, I need to be there at 8:30.
There you go.
For the next 6 weeks.
Right.
Right. And that's something that people need to do, because I know just having something to do that's worthwhile will add years on people's lives.
I can't tell you what it means to know that you have something to do.
Yeah.
You have some place to go.
Yeah.
For me, I know on Mondays at 4:00 where I'm going to be.
That's right.
And I know I've got to get ready for it. And so that means I got to do a little research. I got to make some phone calls. I got to talk to some people. It makes a difference in keeping you young and vibrant. And making sure that you recognize yourself when you get up in the morning.
You say, who is that in that mirror? Who's somebody
broke in my house?
Who's that in my house?
So I'm just saying, you keep busy.
Yeah. Find something that enriches you in some way, even if it's one of the walkers, that walk around.
That's right.
They have the mall walkers, and the Thursday afternoon knitting circle, and
do something. Do something to keep your body and your mind busy.
Yeah.
Do something, because I'm telling you, it makes a difference.
Yeah, and I'm so glad that the church is getting into this, because now a lot of the population is to the point where they're not working as much or not working every day.
Yes.
So they can have something to do during the day too.
Exactly. Exactly.
And you'd be surprised. Have a phone. Teach people how to use the
phone.
phone.
Come on. Or little computer classes. Oh my goodness. I mean, there are so many things. And when you think about it, history and education. When we couldn't go to public schools and they wouldn't let us read and they wouldn't let us know what's going on in the world, churches are the ones that led the charge. We went to school at churches. Churches were the ones that taught people how to read.
Absolutely.
And how to compute.
Absolutely.
And what was going on in the world. So I think churches need to get back into doing a lot of that.
Absolutely. That's why I like your pastor, because once you have something for the people to do in the community, then they'll come and feel comfortable coming into the church. Once they feel comfortable coming in, then they may come in and sit for a Bible study.
Yes, exactly. Exactly.
But you got to make
You-
it
You got to welcome
comfortable
them.
for
Mhm.
me to come because I'm not a member of your group.
Exactly.
You know,
Mhm.
and so you got to be welcoming. But you all always have activities. You were one of the first churches that I heard that had adopted a school.
Yes.
And this
yes.
was during when Pastor
When Pastor
Johnson
Jay was there.
Yeah.
We adopted pastor, and we still have that wonderful relationship with pastor at school, and we're now starting a tutoring program, an after school program with them. That's what every church ought to have.
Yeah.
Every church, with all these churches, we got blocks. I got 5, 6, 7, 8 churches. I was
10.
going down, what was it, Puritan.
Puritan.
One day.
Try Puritan.
And I went from Schaefer to Southfield.
Uh-huh.
I had to have counted 33 churches.
Oh, well, you go the other way.
Oh, my
and
goodness.
You haven't lived
Oh,
until you go
the other way.
way.
Oh, my goodness. Every one of y'all, I don't care if you only got the 10 members, that's okay. You live near somebody's school or somebody's rec center or somebody's community.
Yes.
Find those babies in that community and bring them in.
And because it's so much that the schools don't and won't teach them.
Mm-hmm.
So even if they're not teaching, we talked earlier because I said now the Holy Grail, and you all can't see this, and I'm gonna lift this up, is writing where people signed the book. They wrote things in the book. It's in cursive.
Mm-hmm.
Most people can't read it.
Most people can't write it now. They don't teach it anymore.
You have no
That's right.
idea when you look at this what that says.
Mhm.
That's odd.
Isn't that
How
amazing?
can you be in a country and you can't read and write the native language? So
it's so
that's something
incredible.
that the church can get involved
Yes.
in. Even with our Black history, we know they're not teaching
it
it
in school. That's right.
We know. So if we can get the parents to bring their children and we can have classes for them.
Yes.
Maybe 6 Saturdays in a row or something.
I'm telling you, there's all sorts of things we can do and should be doing.
Should be.
As the church should be.
It should be open
in the community.
Day. It should be open.
We should be doing it and be welcoming people.
Yes.
And so that's what we're doing in New Prospect. We're looking forward to that.
Great.
It's going to be a wonderful time. New Prospect, located at the corner, 6330 Pembroke, corner of Pembroke and Livernois. Pembroke and Livernois, right on the corner. And I was so pleased Sunday. We've got 1, 2, 3 parking lots. And I got there about 10 minutes to 10 on the sun. Shoes, parking lots 1 and 2 were full. I had to go across the street and park. I said, hey, this is the way it used to be.
And
this is the way it used to be.
I went out yesterday visiting after I left my church because I go to 8 o'clock service. When I left my church, I went to another church. Folks say people not coming to church. They coming to church. They may not be coming to yours.
They might be to your church, but they come to somebody's church.
I mean, the church had a choir, a nice choir. The usher board was in the back of the church with gloves on.
Oh, yes.
So
all that.
All of this is going on. Get out and go visit a church.
Go visit. That's right.
Go visit a church.
That's right. But yeah, we got parking. We got plenty of parking. We got plenty of space for you. So, and even if you want to have an event, we've got a huge event hall downstairs with a full kitchen. We got all sorts of. We've got it for you. So just check with us.
Yeah. So we're gonna check with the pastor and see if we can get a commercial going.
We will do that because one of our members, that's what she does. The young lady who came in here, Marjan Parham.
Okay.
That's kind of what she does. And so we may get her to get something going, and so we can tell folk. So but we're working on doing that, and so we got lots of stuff planned, and we're just excited about our new pastor. He's doing a really good job.
I like him.
He's doing
I'm gonna come by and slip in and visit. And this is just gonna be something that I do. I'm gonna go visit a lot of the churches in Detroit, because you'll be surprised. And a lot of people don't visit. They don't know what goes on at other churches, because you're at your church every single Sunday.
Yeah, exactly. I was just thinking about that yesterday. I said, okay, we used to have 2 services. We'd have 7:30 and 10. Well, we're thinking about going back to 2, but I used to visit usually after 7:30 service
Yeah,
because that's where I
yeah,
went. I'd go
yeah.
visit somebody else at their 11 o'clock service.
Yeah.
And I enjoyed doing that. I enjoyed visiting other churches
Yeah.
and seeing how things, and somebody at everybody's church. You are not
Listen.
going to go anybody's church in Detroit
I
and
was
not
like,
know
they go,
somebody.
and they go,
Uh-huh.
and
You,
yeah,
you know somebody everywhere.
yeah.
And so we need to continue to do that. But I'm just excited about what's going on at that little corner of
Yeah,
Pembroke
I am
and-
too,
and
because
Illinois.
Pastor Johnson really had the city on fire about
Ooh-wee.
that corner.
Yes, she did.
And I just did not want to see her work go.
Exactly.
And it's not.
It-
So
it is not.
But you guys did something that was remarkable. You held together what, 7 years?
8 years.
8 years.
But God
That was the number
Girl,
of new beginnings.
Yes, but God always has something special. We didn't get a pastor until our 100th church anniversary. That's the year we got a pastor.
When it was time.
When it was time, and people kept asking, "Say, when God's time?"
Mm-hmm.
But the interesting part, that was our 100th anniversary. And that's when he sent us a pastor. And I'd been on the team counting votes for 3 or 4. This was the 3rd time we had a count. And I said, okay. And we kept counting. I said, okay, hey, God, I think we got a pastor. I saw the votes coming in. I thought,
right
we got a pastor, y'all. But the other 2 times, the votes just weren't there.
Until it's time, we're going through something here. And you can think something, and this is something you may want, but when God wants you to wait, if it falls through, don't be disappointed.
Just say, okay,
don't be disappointed.
Not
just keep going, because you never know why it fell through.
That's
you
right.
were waiting on him.
Wait, that's right. Waiting on the right one. Wait on the one that God sent.
The
not
one
the one
that
that
he
you
sent.
wanted, but the one that God sent.
Exactly.
We had 2 or 3 searches. Well, this was the 3rd search, actually.
Yeah.
And
but you all held it together.
we did. That's the blessing, girl. That's
because I had some friends that were talking about. They said, "Well, I don't know. This might be the new church model. Maybe they don't need a pastor. Maybe they don't need one, because they seem to be doing just fine."
We held it together. Together, but.
Yeah.
Look at what's going on now.
Yeah, exactly.
Because we were holding it together, but it was tight.
Yeah, it was tight.
It was tight. We were holding it together. But I'm telling you, donations, people, activities, all of that.
Yeah.
It's all coming together, and it's a blessing. But it was in the right time. You had to wait for God.
You do.
And sometimes, we be in such a hurry. We don't want to wait. We want it now.
Right now.
Yeah, right
and
now.
Then we'll cry when, like the thing that we think we want, it doesn't come through. And the Lord is trying to tell you that's not good enough.
Not now.
And you say, "Well, I wanted that."
No,
Lord, why you ain't let me get that? I pray all the time.
I thought I did what you wanted me to do, God.
And he's sitting up saying, Hold on
just a little while longer.
I got something for you.
What's that song? Hold on just a little while longer.
Yeah.
And boy, will I have something
Everything
special
will
for
be
you.
all right.
And we can attest to that fact. Everything is all right. And getting better and better.
Yeah, because what was if I can just hold out till tomorrow, if I just keep the faith through the night. Yeah.
Just hold on.
Everything will be all right.
That's it.
Yeah.
And we've been blessed. So I'm just excited.
Yeah.
I'm going to have him back on soon.
Yeah.
So we can talk about all the things he's got planned. He's got lots of good stuff planned. The Black History Month activities and
did you all do
choir.
something Black History yesterday?
Oh, we're doing something every day.
And and I'm going to talk about it later on my show. The church that I went to had a wonderful Black History presentation. And I have to wonder the other churches. If you're watching, make sure that you all are doing something in the month of February.
That's right.
And a lot of it is really on the minister of music. Pick the appropriate songs.
Yes, yes.
You might want to reach back and do "We Shall Overcome" or something. You know what I'm saying? But lift every voice and say, and then we to do something.
And that's our choir is getting more and more members. Our choir is doing their thing. So we've got a young adult choir now, a youth choir that's coming along. More and more members are joining the youth choir, and so it's
that's what we want.
it's
And
coming
people
along.
go to something that's got something going on.
Yes.
You know,
Yes.
the lady told me years ago, she
And got
said,
some young people going on because your
Yeah.
pastors, he was too funny. We've got some new young deacons in process.
my Lord.
We got some new young deacons in process.
Yeah.
And I said, Pastor, Pastor, I heard you. I heard you. And yeah, some young deacons in process.
And I mean, you know, you have to train up the next generation,
Yeah,
and
let
they
them
have
be
to
there while the
watch
old
you.
ones are there.
They need to come
Yeah.
into the finance room and
Mhm.
watch you count the money.
Mhm.
They need to know that no, we don't talk while we count.
Mhm. We got some. We
We
got some young
concentrate.
trustees,
Yeah,
and
we don't talk.
yeah,
and
my
count.
daughter Sonia's a trustee, and boy, she don't play.
Yeah.
Sonia
Yeah.
don't go. But yeah, you need to bring these young folks on.
How to
Before
open
the
the
old
door,
people
how
leave.
to turn the furnace on,
All that.
how to do, you know what I'm
Mhm.
saying?
All
It's-
of that.
and somebody is in your church just waiting to do something, and this is
Now,
something
here
that
you
hit
go.
me yesterday. A lot of churches are not filled because nobody asked them. The
Mhm.
young lady asked me what she was speaking yesterday and said, well, I'm speaking to Sunday. And I said, oh, really? What time? And she started telling me.
Mhm.
So I said, I'll come. Really? You'll come? Yeah. I tell the choir members all the time, people don't come because nobody asked them.
That's right.
So take the time and ask people, come go to church with me. Come
Mhm.
go to this concert with me.
Talk to them.
Yeah.
Talk to them. Talk to them. And one last thing, we just started a social justice committee
Mhm.
at our church, and it's going to be great. It is going to be great. It's
Yeah,
gonna be great.
and really on your show,
Mhm.
let us know what's going on,
I sure
and
will.
then either we'll tune in or we'll come in.
There you go.
You know, and visit because this is stuff that we need to know in the neighborhood.
Yes.
to know.
Yes. We really do need to know.
This is great.
Yeah. Sandy, thank you so much.
I love
for
you so
joining
much.
me.
You
Thank
you
so
gotta
much
know
for
it. You
joining
gotta
me
know
today. I'm so happy to do this.
I'm
It's
so proud of you
Oh.
and so happy for you.
the beginning of Black History Month
Yeah.
is
Yeah.
and we're going to talk about something every time you see one of these shows.
Yeah.
Not just my show, but Sandy's
Yeah.
show and Larry's show. Something
Everybody.
about Black history will
Yeah.
be on.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
just get ready for it, everybody.
We're gonna talk
And-
about Black love at 5:00.
Uh-oh.
Tune in and see what we're talking about.
Ooh, I'm loving that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
But again, we got to take care of us and talk to us.
Yeah.
And share with us.
That's right.
Share with us because we're worth it.
We are worth it.
And we're good. Okay, everybody. It's been a pleasure. It's been a blast. Viking yearbook, January 1962. Have a great week. I'll see you next Monday at 4:00. Community Bell Show. And we'll have a wonderful guest next Monday, too. Have a great one. Take care. Bye.
Thank you for listening to Community Bell with your host, former Wayne County Commissioner Edna Bell. This broadcast was brought to you by WVTC Radio Detroit. You can find us on Facebook, YouTube, our website, www.wvtcradio.com, or download our WVTC app from the Play Store for Android users and the App Store for iPhone users. If you've enjoyed this broadcast, tell a friend to tune in. We'll see you next Monday at 4 p.m. Eastern to the Community Bell Show, right here on WVTC Radio Detroit.
I'm Dorian.
And I'm Remy, and we're Elmar First, located in Oak Park, Michigan, and we watch
WVTC Detroit.
What's up, everybody? This is Larry Whitfield, station manager of WVTC Radio Detroit. I need you to save the date, Friday, March 27, 2026. my big sister, Evangelist Sandy Rose, will be celebrating her birthday and 50 years. Gospel music. Remember, Friday, March 27, 2026. Save the date. Don't miss it.
You're listening to WVTC Gospel Radio Detroit, and we're flowing in the Spirit.